it's Abby from Mama Around Town here. I live in Basingstoke and I'm a mama to a little boy who is 2, and I just love sharing what there is to do in Basingstoke with children. Mama Around Town is a bit like a directory of places to go and things to do in Basingstoke, including local parks, cafes, classes and clubs, all within 30-minute drive from Festival Place. Each week I'm talking about a different theme, and this week is cafes. We all know how important it is to shop small, so I wanted to highlight some amazing, great, local, child-friendly, independent cafes right on our doorstep. It's hard sometimes as a parent not to feel judged as you sit in a cafe with your loud child while you try and have a civilised conversation with a friend. The places I'm going to recommend are places you can relax, enjoy the coffee and feel comfortable being there with your children. Firstly, I'm going to talk about the top of town, outside Festival Place. There's actually quite a few independent cafes which are all unique in their own way. Firstly, Willow's Coffee House is a dog and child-friendly cafe where you can buy the most delicious pastries and cakes. They can reserve a table upstairs for you and can also help carry the buggies up too. It's a really good place to meet up with your NCT group, your local toddler friends, your school friends, whoever. And for the older children, they have baby chinos, and for the little ones, they also provide bottle warmers too. At the top of the town is Tea Bar. It's a cafe by day and a bar by night. They have a small area of toys for the children while you can enjoy a hot coffee. They serve brunch, lunch, afternoon teas, but the best bit is their waffles and crepes menu. Definitely one for a weekend treat. Talking about waffles, Scoop Herb is the best place for waffles. I've been to places before where you order a waffle, a chocolate waffle, and they're so large that you just can't get through it. So these are really good moderate-sized waffles, and the toppings are absolutely to die for. They also sell a wide range of ice creams, hot drinks and crepes too. All of the cafes that I've just mentioned are really close to War Memorial, so you can grab a coffee to go and then have a walk to the park. If you're looking for a cafe out of town, there are a few local ones which spring to mind. Cafe in the Park is located at the top of Beggarwood Park and Play area. They have a really affordable children's menu, small tables for them to sit in, and a toy corner as well, with loads of books, things to build. They also have cars and horses and lots of games to play with. There's a really good space for buggies in here and a fab park nearby once you finish eating. The Orchard Community Cafe is located next to War Memorial Park. They serve hot and cold drinks as well as shakes and lunch you can eat in or take away. I actually met up with my NCT mums here and we bought our lunch from the cafe and sat on a picnic blanket in the sunshine, and it was absolutely perfect. The yard in Candover is set in Chilton Manor Farm, and this one you do have to drive to, but they have a big car park and there is so much space inside for buggies. It's a really good one to go to. If you're into your coffee, they actually serve their own house blend, Moonrace Coffee, and serve a brunch and lunch menu. I have to say there's not an extensive children's menu here. I know they're working on it, but the little ones won't be able to resist the cakes and sweet treats that are on offer. My favourite thing about this place is the little snug at the back. Here you can bring your own stickers, colouring, toys, and it's the perfect place to sit with a hot drink and let the little ones play out of the way of the main cafe. Moving on to the Street Bake Shop, this is in Old Basing. They actually provide the yard with their delicious sourdough bread, and this is an award-winning bakery, and I have to say it's one of my top 5 places to eat in Basingstoke. The croissants at this place are gigantic. You won't be disappointed here after taking a walk along the River Loddon. I'd say this cafe is probably more of a treat for yourself after a long day or week of parenting. A really great place for a little pick-me-up. Another fab independent bakery is Indigo Bakes at the Courtyard in Lichpit. They have a bakery in Silchester and have recently opened a cafe where they sell all their delicious toasties, sandwiches and cakes. There isn't much space for buggies inside, but I would say this is a great place to meet a friend for coffee with your babies or take little ones for a treat after school. They have baby changing facilities there and a high chair if you need it. But don't forget to say hi to Jack Jack, the little old white fluffy dog whose pedigree name was actually Jack Daniels and Coke. Finally, I really want to mention Pit Hall Barn. Run by Natalie, there actually aren't many places where you can have a roast dinner and entertain your little ones at the same time. There's an extensive menu to try from fry-ups to afternoon tea or just a cake and coffee. You really won't be disappointed. The best part is the range of toys displayed for the children to entertain themselves. Things to ride on, there's role play, loads of different arcade games, and they also have events where they have special visits from well-known characters as well. This is a really great place to entertain children and get to have a full meal without being interrupted. All this food talk is making me hungry, and I hope it's inspired you to shop local in Basingstoke. Don't worry, you don't have to remember all of these. I've saved it all on my podcast, What Shall We Do Today? If you get to go to any of these places, I'd really love to hear your feedback. I'll be back next week with some more mum around town ideas for things to do in Basingstoke with children. Over and out!